What's up, Nation? What's going on? Really appreciate you all. Thank you all for tuning in to this thing. Let's continue to grow. We're going to talk a little bit about my ears open, my eyes are able to see. And when you start to think about this thing collectively, when you look at the grand scheme of everything in life, everybody have their reasonings, everybody have their doubts. But in the same breath, you got to sit back and just look at the total picture. So what we're going to do here is we're going to listen to what Deion Sanders, number 21, prime time. You know how I get down. The man, the legend, the guy that put all of the information in the right spot. We're going to listen to what he have to say about Dak Prescott. We're going to listen to what he have to say about, the other quarterbacks that's out there. And I really appreciate you all. I really do, man. Thank you all for being part of the nation. Really do, man. It's always a pleasure. It's always a plus as we begin to listen and talk about contracts. You already know that contract negotiation is always a fickle process, right? It's always a lot of tongue-in-cheek going on too. But the reality of it is that these are the things we're looking for. Can the player win games? Are they able to put your team in the right spot? And on top of that, can you earn the respect from your contemporaries? Those little small things, believe it or not, are major ballers in this particular arena. As it relates to football, hey, this game is also a fickle sport, but at the end of the day, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to go over it, right? So we're going to listen to Prime. He's on his Instagram, and he was talking about this right here. Let's go.
You know it's off season, so it really ain't no reason. I'm not really working right now, but I'm always working.
Yeah.
And every time I turn on something and go somewhere, I get asked the question,
What's that
Prime, should
question?
we pay Dak? I got to address it. Let me tell you how we get to this point. First and foremost, there's three people involved. Carson Wentz,
True.
Nick Foles, and
Right.
Dak Prescott. See, this is, I believe, the reason we get to this point, and I'm going to explain if you give me some time.
Let's explain to the
Carson
nation.
Wentz.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you about Carson.
Tell
40
us.
starts,
Okay.
8 missed games, plus 5 playoff games missed. 23-17. Contract, $128 million. $32 million a year for somebody that ain't finished the last 2 seasons. And check college, by the way.
Hey, that's not me talking. That's the legend talking right there. One of the better DBs that you can ever lay eyes on in the National Football League to ever play the game. Now, I'm not trying to put things into your guys' minds, but he's saying that, hey, this guy never won a playoff game. And for those Eagles fans out there, trust me, I know that there's somewhere in the small parts of your heart that knows he's speaking the truth. And I'm going to say this right now. Put that down in the comment box. Do you guys really feel that Carson Wentz can take you to the next level? Who have never won a Super Bowl ring, but he got the participation trophy with that. Yes, he's been there. Yes, he got the participation trophy, if you want to count that, right? But he never won you a playoff game. He never finished the season healthy. Now, I'm going to tell you guys from the bottom of my heart, I'm not saying that I want Carson Wentz not to play, because I want to play the best. In order to be the best, you got to beat the best, right? So I don't fold up like a lawn chair, so not like a wallet or anything like that. I want you guys to have Carson, but somewhere in the small parts of your heart, you guys are having a little reservations on Carson Wentz's health. But let's listen to more of what Prime had to say.
I didn't stutter, nor did I stumble. Now
You didn't
let
stutter.
me get to Nick Foles. Now I love me some Nick Foles because see, I love the
Nick
underdog.
Foles.
I love
Yep.
the dude that you didn't think he was gonna do what he did, but darn it, he darn sure did it. And
Yes.
I can't wait to see what he do for Jacksonville because I need my boy Jalen Ramsey and
Shout out
AJ
to
Boo
Jalen Ramsey.
to do what they do.
Booyah.
So I need me some Nick Foles. I love me some Nick Foles.
True.
Back to the story at hand.
Go ahead.
Nick Foles, 44 starts, 26-18 record, contract, $88 million. That's $22 million a year. Woo. Why do I allude to that? Because now we got to address the Dak situation.
Dress it.
We talk about Dak Prescott. Mm-hmm. We talk about a man who shows up every week in and week out, regardless who's in the backfield, regardless who's out wide, regardless of who's at tight end. This man shows up to play the game.
Woo! Hey, you guys heard it. Hey, primetime Deion said a guy shows up, even if it's at a picnic, at your mama and grandma's house, even if it's at the stadium. If it's on the away game, Dak Prescott is there. He may not be the best quarterback. He may not can hit water if he fell off a boat, but somehow he lands and find a smaller boat and just continue to find ways to win the game. And that's the name of this thing here, winning the game. I hear a lot of people, and I posted on my gram, a lot of people just discount the rushing touchdown. They only look at one side of the angle. And I said, Dak Prescott got 18 rushing touchdowns. That's 18 times 6. Quick math, that's 108 points. If you take away that, those 108 points, you may not win those games. And there's only one other quarterback that got more wins than Dakota Prescott. And I'm going to let you guys use your Google fingers to find that out. Just let me know. Post that down in the comment box. There's only one quarterback that got more wins than Dak Prescott. Now, I know some people going to say, hey, he don't have any Super Bowl rings. But if you look at it, he only been playing for 3 years. This is going into his 4th year. So what you expect? Come on now, Cowboy Nation. Let's go.
Don't miss games.
You don't miss them.
Don't complain.
Don't complain.
Don't really say nothing. Just goes out there and do what he's been gifted to do. I'm not going to even tell you what Dak is making right now. Google it.
Oh.
Now you tell me, does Dak deserves this? You darn right. Carson Wentz got it.
Right.
Nick Foles got it. I'm not going to even announce some of the other quarterbacks amongst the league that I think Dak can play with. That they got it. Did you ask him to take a discount? Ain't nobody giving no discount in the NFL. Hey, what's wrong with you? A discount? Who gives discount? Did Aaron Rodgers give a discount? Did Matt Ryan give a discount for Julio feel they got paid? You talking about a discount? Man, we don't give discounts where we from. What's wrong with you? They better go out there and get it on their own.
Woo! Hey, and then on top of that, I got to add this in. And Primetime is giving us all the facts. He's not leaving nothing out. He like, if there's a check mark box that you can put down, he's putting all the checks in the box. So this is the thing. The NFL season might go to 18 weeks, right? What's going to happen collectively with that 18 weeks is that you're going to give more what? You're going to give more money. The salary cap been increasing anywhere from 10 to 15% every year, and that's with the 16-game schedule. The new collective bargaining agreement, they are already trying to wheel and deal. They're trying to eliminate the preseason game, which I can say, well, hey, preseason games is cool, but when you start eliminating the preseason games and then start to add in the fact.
We gotta pay Doc. The mark is 30 at least. RB position is being disrespected like it's so easy to get Zeke kinda talent.
Wow.
If he holds out, I back him 100%. Can't let the team use him up. His elite years are now. Just pay 4.
That's pay number 4. This is from a donation to help grow the nation from my guy, Antoine Myers, putting it down. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for the dub, man. Really appreciate that. Dropping $20 down there to help grow this nation, man. I'm going to say this right now, Cowboy Nation. He's right. You can't start to say, hey, we're going to disrespect Dakota Prescott, or we're going to disrespect Ezekiel Elliott and those guys. Man, this is some truth, man. This is some truth stuff right here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Antoine.
Yeah, but we got to pay Zeke. That's Zeke's dilemma. That's Zeke's problem. Zeke got to get his own. Man, we're talking about grown men. I ain't taking no discount for you to come up. I ain't on sale. What's wrong with you? So you mean to tell me Dak's been making $680 a year while these other folks been coming up like they come up, and you want
$680 to $680,000 a year. That's what Dak Prescott's annual salary is. For those who don't know, I guess he just went ahead and gave you guys the answer to what he told you all to Google, and that's $680,000. That's only $180,000, or close to $80,000 more than what Rico is making. I'm talking about Rico Gathers that's on this team that wear number 80. Look, my thing is, Cowboy Nation, this guy is giving us all the facts. And he's saying, don't give the man no discount around here. Ezekiel Elliott is dealing with his own Ezekiel Elliott situation. And I'm going to tell you this right here. I'm all in favor of paying Ezekiel Elliott. And Ezekiel Elliott already got his quote-unquote first round money anyway. He got his bag. Now he's missing out on tons of money as far as endorsements and a whole bunch of other stuff. And that's a story of a different day. It's a conversation later on. But let's listen to more of what Prime Time have to say. You guys feel what I'm saying, right?
You want Dak to take a discount? You want him to... Stop. You're going to make me swing on you. And I don't even fight no more. Don't do that.
Don't fight.
Do I believe that Dak deserves it? You darn skip it. He deserves it. And then some. Dak, take it from Prime, man.
Take it from Prime.
No discounts, baby. Stand strong, stand firm, and deliver. Truth.
Hey, let me know if you guys disagree with Deion Sanders' Prime Time. If you guys disagree, I understand. You know, not everybody thinks the same. Look, some people still think that Auntie Shirley makes the best spaghetti, right? But everybody know in actuality, it's Auntie Margaret that make the best spaghetti. You know, but it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. Hey, all I can say is from here, look. Dak Prescott, we have enough money to pay Dak Prescott. We have enough money, believe it or not, to pay the Byron Jones of the world. We have enough money to pay Amari Cooper. We have enough cash and we have enough flow to pay Ezekiel Elliott. And then on top of that, if we need to front load some of that contract for Ezekiel, yes. But he's still 2 years out. He's still 2 years out, to be real with it. But a lot of people, I'm going to try to jump in the chat box, man, read some of you guys' comments and see how you guys feel about this whole entire Deion Prime Time Sanders review of why the Dallas Cowboys should go ahead and pay the man. All right. And then on top of that, like I said before, I'm always with the belief of I want the best of the best out there. For those who out there who are diehard Eagles fans and these sorts of things, I'm not saying that, hey, Carson Wentz is going to get injured or things like that. Carson Wentz still got to pass better, so not give LVE the ball, right? He let a rookie pick him off last year. He let Tyrell Crawford get around that edge and put that sledgehammer on him, right? Y'all remember that? Sack fumble, Tyrell Crawford, LVE snatching the ball out of the sky. So those are his transgressions that he got to worry about. But the NFL and CBS, they will level him as a top 50th quarterback, and they won't even put my guy Dak Prescott on the top of anybody's list. But that's okay. That brings and add more fuel to the fire. Hey, it is what it is. Romo, this is Paul Brown in the chat box. He said Romo throws 5 interceptions in one game, and they was winning by 25 points. Zach Nation says Romo equals choke. And Dak equals winner. I think that Romo gets a bad rep. Let's be real about the situation. Trust me, I love Romo's skill set. He just couldn't stay healthy. That's major downfall for Romo. He just couldn't stay healthy, and I can't say that he never had a number one team. He had Terrell Owens. There's nobody on this team as a present day that's on the level of Terrell Owens. I just got to be real with you guys. I can't lie to kick it. And then on top of that, you can't say he never had running backs. He had Marion the Barbarian. He had DeMarco Murray. He had this other guy, Julius, whatever his last name. I think it was Julius something. I think it was Randall. Whatever his name was. Not Joseph Randall, but he had the other guy that was running the ball everywhere. So, I mean, of course, you know, you can look at everything and say from A to Z. He had a young Hall of Fame tight end on his team as well. So it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. I'm not trying to say that Tony Romo is worse than Dak Prescott or Dak Prescott is better than Tony Romo. I just say we got to look at the entire picture. By the time we saw Tony Romo towards his latter parts of his career, he was in his 12th and 13th and 14th career. So those are two different. Yeah, Julius Jones. Appreciate you, man, NJ Cowboys fan. Really appreciate it. I was thinking about Julius Randle for some reason, and I just couldn't get it out. Julius Jones. Yeah, really appreciate it, man. I just need some coffee to help me wake up. But here's the reality. Mike V.A. Beach says Wentz is a better overall quarterback. I agree. That's the reason why he was drafted in the first round. And just like if I was to compare any Ezekiel Elliott to a Jordan Howard per se. I mean, we don't look at Jordan Howard's game and start picking at his flaws and say, okay, why he's not running the ball or running the rock or toting the rock like in an Ezekiel Elliott, because they're two different caliber of running backs. Just the same as if you look at the Goffs of the world, and you start talking about the Watsons, the Pat Mahomes, and the Carson Wentz, comparable to or Baker Mayfield, all of those first round talent, all those first round quarterbacks, Dak Prescott is still in the same wheelhouse. They're not just leading in every category for like far, far beyond. So in the same breath, you can say, okay, Dak Prescott is in the same wheelhouse. And then on top of that, none of those guys that I just mentioned got more wins than Dak Prescott. The name of the game is winning. It's not about style points. Look, I used to play basketball with my cousin, and he couldn't dunk. But he would say, hey, when a dunk worth 3 points, that's when I would start doing it. The boy can shoot threes out of this world. I think he can give your boy he can give your boy a whole bunch of people like the people that played Steph Curry's of the world a run for their money per se. Yeah, and then he had, who's Felix Jones? Yeah, he had Felix Jones, who's a first round talent running back as well. So there's so many things that we can comb through and look at, But the main thing is, Cowboy Nation, before I wrap this up, Rain Dakota Prescott. You got to find somewhere to go ahead and pay the man. I'm just listening to what Primetime is saying. I'm just listening to what Primetime is saying. Appreciate you.
When people say Doc took us here, that's why he gets it so hard from the fans. People should say team, because a lot of factors behind these wins.
Yeah. Now, I'm glad you mentioned that, Antoine. Appreciate you for the donation to help grow the nation, man. Really do appreciate it, man. Growing this thing. When people say Dak Prescott took us here and got us there, that's what he's saying. And people discount or evades from the overall picture of saying, okay, it's a team win. Look, I'm going to go all the way back in the histories of the histories. I mean, Terry Bradshaw wasn't the greatest quarterback of all time, but people will remember Terry Bradshaw opposed to whoever else played on that Steelers team. And if I can fast forward a little bit into the future, the Trent Diffords of the world. A lot of people will still always remember Trent Difford. They will remember, actually, Ray Lewis. People forget about Jamal Lewis on that team. Chris McAllister's of the world. They forget about those guys, the Sam Adams and those boys. They forget all about that, but the history and 20 years from now, they will only remember Trent Difford. Was he the end-all, be-all to that team? No. But he was so happened to be the quarterback. The quarterback gets all of the shine. That's just how it always been. That's what it always been. Cowboy Nation, I really appreciate each and every last one of you all. I got to roll out of here. My lunch is over with. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in to the nation. Don't forget to leave me your thoughts. Leave me your comments down below. Like I said, just like the 2001, I guess, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, people will still remember Brad Johnson as well. And they'll forget everybody else who was on that team. They only remember the quarterback and a few other players that's out there. The quarterbacks always get out of the shine. Is it something that's right? No, but it's just the reality of it. It is what it is. It is what it is at this point, and it is what it is at this time. I really appreciate you guys. Let's go. Let's jam on out of here. Looking for my outro music. Let's go. Yes. J-Rock said drop that beat, and we got it going, baby. Prime time to put what's on his mind out there to the nation. Y'all can follow Deion Sanders Prime Time on his Instagram and watch the full entire interview there. I really appreciate you guys. Let's continue to grow this thing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Share.